Hey, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today we're playing MotorStorm Apocalypse. I originally recorded this a long time ago, and this is another video somebody told me how shitty it looked. This was before I had any kind of HD recording equipment, so hopefully this will look better, and maybe I'll play better. This is one of my favorite PlayStation 3 racing games, and it's not a simulation by any means, it's an arcade-like game. And what's cool about it is the environment changes because of earthquakes and stuff like that. And it actually changes your tracks, and I really like it. It actually came with the PlayStation 3D View, or whatever their 3D TV was called, because this game actually looks really good in 3D, and if you have 3D capabilities on your TV, I would definitely recommend trying this game out. So, let's see. We'll play free play since this is just a video demonstrating this game. Pick the track. If you notice, like, the levels with the exclamation marks on it, that means the levels are going to change due to the earthquake. And we'll pick one of those levels. Alright, we'll play this one. Pick my car. There's a career mode where each player has like a story and they drive a specific kind of car. We'll get a muscle car. The crashes on this look really good, like Burnout quality. We'll get the Voodoo Orbiter and we'll start the race. One complaint I have about this game are the load times are really long. Not as bad as Mod Nation Racers, but pretty bad. And this is the first video I'm recording today, so if my commentary is off, that's usually why. You can see the loading screens trying to demonstrate a seismograph. I believe that's what you call it, like the little thing that charts down earthquake activity. This game has really good graphics, but that's mostly because it was made for the system. I like to play this game in the first person mode, especially when I play in 3D, because it reminds me of an amusement park ride. Now you have nitro, and you have a little temperature meter. If you use your nitro too much, you can overheat your car and blow it up, but it's not the end of the race. There's also ways to knock into your opponent's vehicles by, I believe, pressing square or circle. I don't know the controls by heart offhand, but there's a emergency brake too. It might be the, I guess maybe the R1 button. I'm not sure. Oh shit. As you can see, the crashes are like Burnout. Maybe with more flames. This game does have different views. Alright, I just found out that R1 was not the e-brake. It's actually the view button. So you can change your view, but I like the first person view. I believe that some games I've been playing recently, that playing in 3D actually, at least with me, helps with depth. Oh, that's not good at all. Still in first place. The AI gets pretty aggressive later on in the story modes. I usually don't suck this bad, but you know, talk is cheap. I can't show you me playing good unless I did it without me playing commentary at the same time. So you can see the earthquake things are starting to fall down. Select retrack. It's like one of those made-for-TV disaster movies, which I really like. I live in Virginia. We don't get earthquakes too much here, at least not to this extent. But we did get an earthquake a few years ago. I mean, it was nothing compared to what people who usually get earthquakes are. But it cracked the foundations of some houses and stuff. And since we don't get earthquakes in Virginia, crap, my car's turning into, it looks almost like a crushed soda can. Since we don't get earthquakes, we didn't know what it was. We didn't know whether we were getting bombed or it was the end of the world or something blew up. I still got first place despite my driving. So if you crash a lot, don't get discouraged. Just keep at it. One of the main things I suggest is to keep an eye on your nitro boost, because that's going to help you. Are you sure you will lose any unsaved progress? Well, I am sure. Thank you. So whoever watched this that complains, I hope this video is better than the last one I recorded. I didn't really like the quality of it either. When you use AV cables on a PlayStation 3 game, I guess the games were just designed for a HD TV, because even the font's really hard to read. So we'll change the track. We'll do another disaster track because I like them so much. We'll try interstate, which is probably going to be hard as shit. We'll probably not get first place on this one. I'll change my vehicle to a little buggy. You can unlock vehicles, as you can see. But I guess this and what is the other one? Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit are probably my favorite. I like each one for different reasons. I like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit because of the custom soundtracks, the cars, the more realistic environments of the arcade physics, and I just like this because it's just like an all-out summer blockbuster action movie. I like the story elements no matter how bad they are. This game is a lot more enjoyable if you have the ability to play in 3D though. Shit. We're already off to a great start. You could see that there's several different tracks of the same track. It's not like Ridge Racer where it's a different portion. It's just over time the earthquake has basically changed the level layout. And then when there's an exclamation point at it, it means that at some point the level's going to change even more. The first time you played this track, it wasn't nearly as messed up. There's little subtle things. When you're in the air, it cools your nitro. If you go through flames, it higher the temperature of your nitro. And if you drive through puddles, it cools your nitro down. And that should have been easily avoided, but it wasn't. But I'm running my mouth, so it makes it hard to concentrate sometimes. Alright, come on. I like their first person mode that they just put whatever is on the hood of the car in front to let you know it's the first person view. I do like the first person views of the Forza series the best. That's probably my favorite one. Oh, come on. You usually want to boost your nitrous oxide when you get on ramps. Of course, that's probably a given. Blah. I really need to figure out what the E brake is, but I just don't feel like now's the time to experiment. The controls on this are really nice depending on what car you have. I honestly don't know what fell apart there. That whole level was screwed, so I can't tell you. There's somebody named Rat Food. That's cool. We'll try one more race and then we'll call it a day. And we're loading once again. Let's see options. Let's see. Alright, handbrakes L1. I thought as much. They have comic book character designs if you haven't noticed already. This game's kind of like a comic book. Although the graphics in the game don't look like it, but the cutscenes are all drawn like a comic book. Quick race. Alright, we'll try a motorcycle this time. Or dirt bike, whatever you want to call it. They go super fast and you crash pretty hard. Like everything pretty much makes you get in a wreck. Let's see. We'll try mainline. And we'll start the race. I'm sure this level is going to be pretty difficult, especially since I'm driving a dirt bike. Which makes you feel like the coyote on Looney Tunes. Like on one of those little rockets that are lit up when he's trying to go as fast as the Roadrunner. That's the closest thing I could compare trying to drive a dirt bike on in this game. Especially since the dirt bikes have nitro on them. Curious what the first person view of the dirt bike looks like. I bet it's gonna just be a light or something, because I never played it in first person view. That's been somewhat of a new thing. Oh, you just see you can't really get a first person view. You're just here. It's an interesting view though. This one must not go as fast as the dirt bikes usually go. Oh yeah, there's some damage. Yeah, it looks so cool. That was probably dangerous. Oh shit. The lighting in this game is really nice, and you can't deny the crash physics. There were two other MotorStorm games. None of them had the destruction aspect of the way the tracks like change every few levels or so. Shit, I'm doing terrible with the bike. You will not see a first place this time, so just enjoy the ride. When you push triangle, I don't know why there's a Harrier jet going against me, but there is. I would say the graphics are about on par with Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, but Hot Pursuit didn't have this much shit going on, so I'd have to say that this game has the better graphics, but there is two MotorStorm games before this. I've played both of them. There was Pacific Rift, or I think it was called. If I'm wrong, I know Pacific was in the title. And then there was just MotorStorm. I owned the first MotorStorm. I liked. Oh shit! But I didn't think. I think it was onto something. Like, it still had the realistic crashes and whatnot, and the arcade physics, but nothing beside that made the game particularly stand out. And then its sequel was a little bit harder. I don't know, I didn't enjoy the sequel as much. The sequel took place on the same island. The first game took place in various different areas. This takes place in the same area during a horrible earthquake. We got pedestrians running around the place. I didn't set the difficulty, but it has to be on easy, because I don't always win this easily on this game, especially while recording commentary. I would think I would be way worse. You can see there's a snowflake option. Snowflake icon at the bottom right of the screen. That means that I'm driving through water and it's cooling off my nitro. Alright, that was MotorStorm Apocalypse on the PlayStation 3. You probably could get it fairly cheap. If you like arcade racing games, I'm not a terribly huge racing fan, but between this and the arcade Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, and Most Wanted games, which I like in the Burnout series, I'd say definitely check this one out, because I really like this game, and I'm not really into racing games, and it's really fun, and it just reminds me of playing through a summer blockbuster. And if you have a 3D TV and you're curious about 3D gaming, this is really the game to showcase what 3D gaming can be like for a console. I know there's a lot of PC purists out there that say the PC experience is better, and I can't argue with them because I've never experienced it, but I assume it would be, because of the graphics cards and stuff like that. They're probably a lot better. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and whoever told me my last video of this game was crappy in quality, I hope this one was better. Anyway guys, thank you for watching and take care. Goodbye.